Welcome to Local Edition on Time Warner Cable. This is the Sacramento Report, and I'm Steve Swat. My guest this segment is Jim Beall, a member of the State Assembly from San Jose. Thanks for being with us.
Hey, I'm glad to be here.
You are the chair of the Assembly Human Services Committee, and I thought we'd talk about an issue that really comes before your committee, and that's mental health. And as you know, back in 2004, Proposition 63 was passed by the voters. It adds 1% income tax to millionaires, those who earn $1 million and above, and that money is earmarked for mental health programs. Reports coming out, Associated Press and now others, indicate that some of that money may not have been spent on the mentally ill, may have been spent on wellness programs. First of all, what do you think of those reports?
Well, it's time to look into it. I mean, we should look into these kinds of issues, whether or not the money is spent appropriately. It's supposed to be spent on caring for and preventing mental illness. That's what the basic charge of the voters was when they approved Prop 63. So if we aren't spending the money on that particular charge they gave us, we should do something about it. So we have to look into it, and I think having oversight hearings and things like that to flesh out what is really going on is important.
Well, initially a couple of Republicans called for an audit, and now Senate President Pro Tem Darrell Steinberg, who authored the original proposal, says, okay, an audit's fine. I mean, we ought to find out where the money is going. And I guess some of the allegations are that money was going toward gardening, yoga, things like that I guess are beneficial, maybe only peripherally. I don't know.
Well, I think when you look at the issue or topic of mental illness, we're not doing a very good job, okay, first of all, in California and probably in the United States. We tend to solve the problem of mental illness by putting people in prison, okay, waiting till they get really bad, and then we spend $50,000 a year putting somebody in prison.
Isn't it true that a quarter of our prison inmates are mentally ill?
Yes, and it's getting bigger and bigger, and I think that is a social issue we have to deal with. So how do we deal with that? We have to have programs that do prevention. And so I think the attempt is good in terms of wellness programs and things like that, but I think they have to define them a little bit more clearly. Like, what is a wellness program? What is something that really prevents somebody from having mental health problems?
Yeah, and I think you probably have to draw a line between that program and some sort of empirical data that it does in fact help. Right?
Yeah, and I think we need to have kind of maybe a list of programs that are acceptable. And then these other programs don't fall into that range of programs that are acceptable. And I think that if they did something like that, that would solve this problem of money spent on gardening or, I don't know, maybe gardening is healthy. It's kind of a mental health exercise for myself. Go out and my wife says, go out and do the gardening, and it helps me, but is it something that we want to spend public money on? That's the question.
And yoga also, I mean, certainly an argument can be made that improves your mental well-being.
Yeah, it does. There's a lot of things that improve our well-being. Do we want to spend the public funds on it, though? That's the question.
So you're okay with an audit?
Yeah, yeah. We have to, I enjoy doing a lot of audits. I think that's important. And when I was a county supervisor and a city councilman in San Jose, we did a lot of audits, and I think it makes government work better if we do it.
All right. Well, Jim Beall, member of the State Assembly from San Jose and chair of the Human Services Committee, thanks for coming by talking about this very interesting and topical issue.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Thank you.
And thanks to our viewers for watching Local Edition on Time Warner Cable. A reminder, you can also see this interview on YouTube and also on My Government On Demand. I'm Steve Swat. Have a great day.